if you look at China's statements in the last few decades, especially under the current president, President Xi Jinping, China has articulated ambitions to becoming the lead space player by 2049. And 2049 is a very critical year for China to accomplish that goal because that is the 100-year celebration of the establishment of the People's Republic of China, which was established on October 10th, 1949. So they have very clearly articulated the important need to become a dominant player in space. So some of the major achievements for China in space are in three categories. One is, of course, their ability to independently launch, and independently launch not just to low Earth orbit, which is the lowest orbital dynamic, but to geosynchronous orbit. And most importantly, they are one of the lead countries to actually land on the lunar surface. And not just land, to actually land for the first time on the far side of the moon, which is the backside of the moon, which does not face Earth. China is also the second nation after the United States to not just orbit Mars, but also to land on the Mars surface and send out a rover which is functioning and is sending back images. So the USSR succeeded in landing, but failed because the rover died and could not send communication back. So China is the second nation. So those are some of the very critical goals that China has achieved. And some of the more ambitious goals for China in the next, say, 5-10 years is to establish, of course, a permanent space station by 2022, to establish a capability to develop a space-based solar power satellite. Space-based solar power satellite is a very critical renewable technology if the world wants to deal with climate change. So the idea is to collect solar energy in space because it's 24 hours, does not suffer from the changes of weather like we do on Earth, and send it back to Earth through microwave technology. So that's the second big ambition for China. And finally, what China's space institutions have articulated is that they also want to invest in asteroid mining. So these are very ambitious goals that China has set forth.